everyone, it's Jenny here. Welcome into my farmhouse. I'm here in the dining room today, just sitting here with a cup of coffee, surrounded by a bunch of projects that I'm working on. And the main reason I'm doing this video is to light a fire up under me and make me finish some of this stuff. It is September the 6th, and you know, usually by this time of year, I already have all my fall decorations out. I am in full back to school mode. I am, you know, baking and cooking and getting things ready, you know, for the cooking season. And I don't know, this year I've been just kind of lagging behind, I guess. Here are those plants that I picked up at the farmer's market that I told you about. Tried not to get things, you know, that were too tender. The only real tender thing that I got was this basil plant. I got a Greek oregano, which can go outside, long as it has a little bit of time to acclimate. The cold weather shouldn't kill it, I hope. And I also got this beautiful, I love this thing. It is a purple sage, and I don't know why I've never really had a lot of luck with sage down at the beach where I was living, and it's really sandy soil. I don't understand why it didn't do well, but it didn't. So I'm hoping up here I'll have better luck with it. And I also, let's see, I got another herb plant. This is cilantro, which I'm going to also put outside. It's kind of, you know, got a lot of new growth coming up in the middle, so I'm hoping it'll last for a while. Cilantro does like cooler weather, so I think it will do well here. We still have, well, at least a month and a half of good warm weather, so I think, you know, that it should do pretty well. I also got, let me walk over here, these, look at these babies, little bitty little chrysanthemum plants. They're so cute. I got two of the white ones, and then I got two of these. They're kind of russet red maybe color, and I'm going to get some little filler plants and use those on my front porch in some little baskets out on the front steps. I got some collards. Now, I don't know, this is a southern thing, you guys, and I know some of you are going to go, collards, oh, yuck, but we love them. This one is the Morris Heading type. It's more of a cabbage kind of collard green. So, you know, that one has more of a cabbagey taste. If you kind of don't like the other kind of collards, these are probably the ones you want to go with. They're a little sweeter and they taste more like cabbage than collards to me, but my husband enjoys those. They're milder. And I also got some of these, and these are the Vates, and they're kind of a cut and come again kind of a collard. You go out and just crop off the leaves that you want, and you know, the rest of them you leave to grow, and they last literally all winter long. You can have fresh greens all winter, and they're so healthy. Collards are so good for you. And I also got some leeks, and I think these are King Richard, I believe is what the lady said. I'm going to divide those bad boys up, and I'm going to put them in a pot with some onion sets and use them during the winter time. So that's my plants. Really the only ones that are going to go out into the garden are the collards and you know, some of the herb plants that I got I'm going to plant outside. The rest are all going in pots. So that's my project for this afternoon. I've also got all these things that I've been doing for the craft sale, and I'll show you those. Look, there's my beautiful mess down there. I've been working on something I had to have drop board. But this is my pumpkins, or these are my pumpkins that I made, and I'm working on another set in a different color, a darker orange. These were the Red Heart Super Saver yarn in the color pumpkin, but it's really a brighter color than I had originally envisioned for them, but I thought they turned out pretty cute. And then I'm going to show you something else I'm making. This is an acorn. I hope it looks like an acorn. Let me prop it up and back up a little bit so you can see it. That's a little acorn. And I put this on it so I could kind of hang it up and look at it. But I'm probably going to take that off. That's just a pipe cleaner that I fished through there just to see how it would look as a hanging thing. And then I've got another one that I'm working on here. And as you can see, I've got it stitched up, all but stuffing it. I've got to stuff it, and then I'm going to just use my crochet hook and kind of do a single crochet all the way around and close it up, and then that will be one of them. And then I have another bigger, fatter one that's probably going to be a lot taller, and so that'll be a set of 3 that I'm working on. And I'm stuffing them with this fiber fill, you know, just your general stuff that you do stuffed animals and, you know, things like that with. And I also, earlier in the summer, I made these, and they're cute little teacups. I got the pattern from Bag a Day Crochet. If you want some cute patterns, go check her out. She really has some cute things, and I love how they turned out. I really love this one for the fall, but it's like a little teacup with a little saucer attached to it. And what I'm trying to decide is I've got to stiffen them. They need some fabric stiffener so that they'll, you know, kind of stand out and be pretty. But what I need to do is decide what I'm going to put inside of them. And I haven't quite figured that out yet. I talked to my cousin Lisa, who also does a lot of crochet, and she suggested that I put some like little tea bags and maybe some little honey dipper and, you know, stuff like that in there. Make it like a little mini tea kit, I guess you'd say. I thought about putting like little soaps or bath bombs, or I don't know. I haven't yet decided what to do. Maybe you guys can give me some ideas about what would work well with that. And I also made this little thing, and this is something I'm having a problem with that I wanted to show you. It's a little coffee mug with a little cozy around it. And I thought it turned out cute. It's got a little button that you can, you know, take it off and on with. That's what attaches it to the cup. And the problem I'm having, I might just have to get a bigger cup. That might be the solution for this particular one. Because what is happening is when you pick it up, if you hold on to it, it's okay. But if you let go, look what happens. It just falls right off. So some of you that have made these before and that do crochet, if you can help me figure out how to keep that on there better, I'd appreciate it. Because this was one that I just played around with, and I'd seen them that other people had done, and I decided to try to do one, you know, on my own. And I mean, it's cute and all, but you want it to stay on the cup without sliding off. This cup is real slippery too. And I think for this particular one, I'm just going to use a bigger cup and hope that that'll keep it on there. Maybe so. We'll see. But anyway, that's one of the projects. And then I did a bunch of these little scrubbies. I know most of you are probably familiar with those. I'm going to put those on there. For some reason, my red ones, these are going to be for Christmas. I've got to make some green ones and some red ones. And I'm going to do like sets with this is the wrong color, but these are some of my dishcloths that I do. And I was going to put them together in a set with dishcloths and maybe a couple of these scrubbies. Because what I like to do, I use them myself. And what I do is I always have them in rotation. Like like with my dishcloths, I switch out a clean one every day. And these can be just thrown into the washer with, just like the washcloths is what I was trying to say. And they clean up, perfectly well. Sometimes, in between, I will even just take them and throw them in the microwave just for a few seconds to kill any bacteria or germs that I feel might be trying to grow on them. But I don't usually let them get to that point. I change them out every day. So that's one of the projects. And I almost forgot. I also made, and I've done this before, some of the ladies that I clean for have a couple of these. This is the Swiffer cover that goes with the washcloth here that I made. And these are all just really simple projects that anybody could do. And I'm thinking about doing a tutorial on, some of them for when I perfect them, if I ever do, especially the acorn thing. If I ever get that figured out, I'll try to do a tutorial on how I did it. And maybe some of the rest of you can get a chance to do that. The little teacups, if you like those, like I say, go to Bag O Day. It's Bag, B-A-G-O, Day Crochet, and check out her pattern for those. They're just so cute. And she stiffened hers. Let me go back to them. She stiffened hers with hairspray. But what I'm afraid of is if I use hairspray, it's not going to be strong enough, if I put things inside of them. So I'm going to have to get some fabric stiffener and stiffen those up before I do much more with them. And then lastly, I was going through some of my stuff and I found some old quilt squares that I had put together back when Katie was little, and she's 14 now, so that tells you how long ago this was. And I think I love this one for fall, but it's smaller than the others. I think what I was planning, you get to where after a while you forget what you were even planning to do with them. I think I had planned to do a pillow top with this, so I think that's what I'm going to do, is go ahead and make a pillow out of that. And then I have all of these just beautiful fabric. I mean, the fabric itself is beautiful, that I made, that I want to do a quilt top and try to get that done before cold weather gets here. It's already, a lot of it's stitched together. It's basically just getting my sewing machine going. I was having some problems with the tension on it. Recently I was trying to do some curtains. I need curtains all over this house, and I went and priced them. They're so expensive. I think I'm going to try making some panels for most of the windows, and maybe I thought about a Roman shade for in here in the kitchen. I need something because it's so bright in there in the afternoons. But anyway, that is what is going on in my in my craft. Right now, this is my temporary craft area. Okay, well, there you have it. I'm planning on getting in here in the kitchen this afternoon and making some spaghetti sauce that comes from an old family recipe that was given to my mom years ago. And I'm going to post that for you tomorrow. And I'm really glad you came by to spend some time with me today. If you like this, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.